What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Master Duel Academy. Obviously, in the series, it's basically just the same as Duel Links, where we go through a deck, break it down, show you some replays, show you combos, how certain cards work. So we hope you guys enjoyed Tillament. I know it's probably frustrating right now playing rank and that's all you're going to ever come up across. But thankfully, thanks to the Attribute 4 event, we actually have a deck that is worth playing. I think it's pretty decent. Obviously, if Tillaments somehow get touched in the future, you could probably play this deck in rank. But we're going to show you
Until
some.
then, it's probably not really worth using in ranked, but it's nice in events.
So the deck that we got for you today is Amazonas. So basically, I'm not going to go through the whole cards because obviously there's cards that are in Duel Links, and let's face it, everyone would have used Amazonas in Duel Links. We also did like a Duel Links Academy video on Amazonas on Duel Links, but in Master Duel, obviously all these new cards that we're about to show you all come out in the box with Tillaments. So obviously, if you went through the Tillament box, you either got lucky enough to get these cards. Um, so obviously, we all know what Baby Tiger does. Amazonas Spiritualist now. These cards that you will see are the ones. These cards aren't in Duel Links. Um, so I sort of just put that out there. Amazonas Spiritualists. If this card's in your hand or graveyard, you can target one Amazonas card you control, except Spiritualist. Return it to the hand, and if you do, um, special summon this card. And also, you can't special summon monsters from the extra deck this turn, except Amazonas monsters, which obviously, besides Barrow de Floor, um, Ryzen, and Stealth Kraken, and Cicada King. But obviously, you're never going to go into these. I think these are just
They're just
for.
in there for pot of extra and pot of prosperity.
Um, yeah, so basically, if you want to do a combo, you activate this and you send your field spell. Send your field spell back. As you'll see in the gameplay where I've done that, you just send the field spell back, special
Or
summon,
the pendulums.
activate its effect, and then when it's special summoned, you can add a polymerization from your deck to your hand. So it's a good way to search for polymerization, but we'll get more into that. Polymerization is obviously not the only fusion, but we'll get to the card in a minute. We all know what Spy does, we all know what Princess does, Tiger, Sage. War Chief, if you control no monsters or only Amazonas monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if its card is normal or special summon, you can set one Amazonas spell trap or one polymerization directly from your deck. So it's another way to get
You
your poly, or you can get your Amazonas onslaught, or your Hall, or your hot spring.
you do not want to search uh the spells unless it's a continuous or normal prep, because you can't activate call or the quick play fusion if you set it with War Chief. So it's got to be either the traps or the field spell.
So we obviously know what Queen does. Queen can't be destroyed by battle. It's the only effect it has. The pendulums. If this card is in your monster zone is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. If an Amazonas monster or monsters is special summoned to your field while this card is in your graveyard, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. Um, and it basically boosts up your Amazonas monsters, and then you can target one Amazoness spell slash trap in your graveyard and add it to your hand, so it's a good way to recycle.
During an attack.
Whipmaster, so that's Swordmaster. Whipmaster basically does the same thing, but this one you gain attack when an attack is declared, and this one destroys spells and traps, so it's just a good way to have nice back row removal. Uh,
Golden Whip destroys back row on battle phase with attack declaration, and the other one recycles spells and traps.
Reinforcements of the army, we all know what that does. We all know what Pot of E does and Pot of P does. We all know what Amazonas Village, but basically, um, all Amazonas monsters gain 200 attack. When an Amazonas monster is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Amazonas monster from your deck with a less level than or equal to that Amazonas monster that was destroyed or sent to the graveyard. Um, Amazonas Call, you can take one Amazonas card from your deck except Amazonas Call and either add it to your hand or send it to your graveyard. Um, it's just another nice way to search for your traps or your spells if you don't get the monsters.
Or any of the monsters.
Um,
And you can banish it in your grave, not the turn it's sent there, to have one of your Amazonas monsters attack all monsters your opponent controls.
and if you
But
do that, yeah, you cannot attack. Your other monsters cannot attack. So,
I would say you can only do that with Empress on the field. That I believe is the one that does piercing damage.
we all know what Call By does. Alright, so now Amazonas Secret Arts is the fusion spell. So basically, you can fusion summon a monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. You can banish this card from your graveyard if you summon an Amazonas fusion monster this turn. You can also send one Amazonas monster from your extra deck to the graveyard as material. So if you fusion summon the turn, yeah, if you fusion summon an Amazonas the turn this was activated, is it? Yeah.
From the grave, banished, yeah.
You can send one of the extra deck as material as well.
But it doesn't work with Secret Arts. You have to use Poly for that effect. You can't activate Secret Arts in the graveyard and use Secret Arts in the hand. It's got to be Poly.
We all know what infinite impermanence. We all know what onslaught does. Attack, banish their monster. Amazon's Hole, obviously another trap card. That's obviously not in Duel Links. When this card is activated, you can take one Amazon's monster from your graveyard or your face-up extra deck and either add it to your hand or if it's a pendulum monster, place it in your pendulum zone. If monster or monsters is special summoned to your opponent's field while you control an Amazoness, etc. In the damage tip, you can target one of those opponent's monsters, gain equal life points equal to its attack. It's not bad. Nice way to boost up your life points if need be.
Uh, Go on.
Amazoness Hot Spring. When this card is activated, you can take one Amazoness monster from your deck and either add it to your hand. So basically, it's the same as Whole, but it basically does the same thing. But you take no when you take battle damage while you control an Amazoness monster, you gain life points equal to the damage you took. So obviously, if you get attacked and they destroy your monster, and you've got this activated, you will gain life points equal to the attack that you just took.
Recycle with Hot Spring and Pull with Spiritualist in the grave is is what I do sometimes to get the adding from deck or graveyard and reset it, reactivate it. Yeah,
So we'll go to Amazon's Pet Lager, and I'm pretty sure it's
that
Pet
one's
in Duel Links.
yeah.
Basically the same as Duel Links. If this card attacks during damage calculation, you can make this card gain 500 attack. But um, if your Amazoness monsters attack attacked an opponent's monster after damage calculation. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls and it loses 800 attack. And then also your monsters your opponent controls cannot attack Amazon's monsters you control except this one. So
That
it's a good
attack.
way. It's a good way to force them to, or it's going to force them to attack into your pet Liger. And then you can protect all of the other monsters you have on the field. Empress, it's not in Duel Links, and I don't think it'd ever be put in Duel Links because it is pretty busted. So Amazoness Queen plus another Amazoness monster, so it could be any other monster. Other Amazoness cards you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. And also it does piercing damage. If this face-up fusion card is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, while its owner controls it, you can special summon an Amazon's Queen from your hand, deck, or graveyard. So basically, um, if you're tired of people, drawing their one of one fucking Harpy Feather Duster, Lightning Storm, we even had someone use MST. As long as you got Empress on the field, your back row and your field spell cannot be destroyed. Um, does come in handy.
Unless it gets impermed or forbidden droplet.
If it gets negated, then you're gonna have a problem, and this deck does struggle if you get
With
negated.
getting negated.
So we'll go into Pet Lager King. So 1 level 5 or higher Amazoness monster plus one Amazoness monster. Your opponents cannot attack any monsters except this one. So basically, same effect as the Pet Lager. Um, you can target one Amazoness card you control and one Amazoness monster in your graveyard, destroy that card. So basically, you say if you've got say Pet Lager and say Princess, but you've got say Queen. You've got Queen in the graveyard. You could activate Pet Lager King to destroy your Princess, and then you can special summon Queen on the field. So that does come in handy. Amazoness Augusta. Your opponent cannot target other Amazoness cards you control with card effects. Also, those cards cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. If this card was fusion summoned using Empress or Queen as a material, it can make a second attack. So basically, you'd use this for for OTK. Um, so so when you're making plays with Amazoness, you either just got to think like, would you rather have Empress on the field and not be and your other cards can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, or Augusta stops your opponent from targeting.
Yeah. Usually the best thing to go up against is destruction, so you probably want Empress on the field first. And then if you can go into Augusta. So can't be destroyed or targeted.
And it's always a good way to like, because obviously, let's face it, people aren't going to read. They're not going to read the card effect. I think when I first played this deck, I actually didn't even realize that cards could not be destroyed until I read it when somebody tried to use MST. But yeah, people often don't read the cards and they'll use their Harpy's Feather Duster, then just sit there and be like, what the hell just happened? But yeah, it's basically deck. Yeah, like I said, the XYZs and the Synchros, they're just for pot of E or pot of P. Um, we never go into these anyway. But yeah, that's the deck. Um, so
Let's
we'll
show some replays.
show you how this deck works. Like, I think it's a breath of fresh air with this new event because obviously it is frustrating. It is
The
frustrating.
event is against all ranks. I've played against diamonds, platinums, golds, bronze.
And we'll just give you a good idea on how the deck plays.
We've gone on win streaks as well. When the deck pops off, it can pop off. Sword Soul Tenure. He's going into Dragot. We were planning on baiting out his spell trap negate, but for whatever reason he negated and destroyed that, but okay. Thankfully we had another one anyway. Swordmaster, Secret Arts. Bit of a dead hand, but we had what we needed. Going Empress. Forbidden Droplet. Here we went into battle phase, but he did that, so we just went into end phase. Up here into Baron. Imperm. Destruction. Village.
Ash.
Hey, Ash's village. It is what it is. Let's bring back Queen. Defense. Should have been an attack, but whatever. Recycled, but he uses negate effect, whatever.
And obviously, can't be destroyed by battle.
So we're a bit of a stalemate. We're drawing the hot spring, sure. End phase. Hot spring. What do we search for? I think it's War Chief. Nope. Golden Whip. Probably should have searched for War Chief or Princess. Either one. A lot of people have been playing this Aura Whale. Did 1,000, gained 1,000, dealt 1,000 again. Cobra, sure. Golden Whip's effect. We tried Code by here, but for whatever reason it didn't trigger, so whatever, just set. Cyber Slash, we know what Cyber Harpy Slash does. If you play Duel Links, if you activate a spell or trap, you can bounce a card on the field. We know this, so we just go right into battle. Pot of P. Either War Chief or Cool is what we're looking for, so that's what we got. Then we search for
Spiritualist.
go for Spiritualist. Spiritualist. Use Recycle Village. Search for Poly. Reactivate Village. Use Poly. Since we use Secret Arts, we can use Extra Deck as fusion material. Go into Augusta. Special Princess. Get Onslaught. Since we already went into battle, just gotta end.
And I do have to just point this out. Cards like your Amazon's Onslaught and you like say your back row cards, they have like your trap cards, they have to be face up on the field. If they're set like this, or like how Onslaught is, I don't think they're protected. They have to be face up.
They have to be face up.
So just gonna point that out there. That yeah, like if you've got say Empress on the field and then they use Harpy's Feather Duster, whatever trap or spell you've got, your continuous, say your Onslaught, just activate it. Once it's flipped up, Harpy's Feather Duster won't work.
Yep. Here, Black Rose Dragon, wipe the field. Here we chain Onslaught, as Viper just said. Since it's face up on resolution, nothing got destroyed. Since an Amazon's monster got destroyed.
And
So yeah.
it's like I said. I honestly believe if Tillaments do get touched to the point where they're not as good as they are now, this deck would actually be usable um, in ranked.
We went through a few different variations, but the one that we showed at the start in the deck breakdown is what we found to be the most consistent for us, at least.
Once we show the replays, I'll go in and click on every card if you want to build the deck that we've built. Or you could make your own
Here we go
version.
into Pelaga, apparently. Oh, because we didn't have a queen. This is when we were using Pot of Duality, but we took it out.
Yeah, unfortunately, like this, I got this guy. I destroyed our back row, but
Onslaught.
and then he scoops for whatever reason.
No idea.
But yeah, it's a pretty
It's
decent deck.
a fun deck, yeah.
Um,
It's a nice event deck. A lot better with Spiritualist and Cole and
War Chief.
Empress, War Chief. Oh, this is the Liner deck.
Yeah, so this dude, I don't know what he was doing, but every time a card gets randomly taken, it's always a card I need. We don't control wind. We don't control wind, so that trap card's useless to us. Wait, is this the one? No, it's a different
No, it's
one.
a different one. Recycled field spell with Spiritualist. Go into Pet Liger again. Amazon is cool. Get Queen. I don't know why we got Queen for. Double attack on with Pet Liger. Secret Arts. Destroy.
Bring
War
War
Chief
Chief.
effect.
Special summon.
Village effect. Get Spy. Hot Spring.
Activate to bring out Empress.
Activate to bring out Empress.
And then he tries to use Harpy's Feather Duster.
Harpy's Feather Duster.
I flip
Chain
up both.
Onslaught. Chain Hot Spring.
Can't be destroyed.
Since they're both up on resolution, draw a card. And nothing happens. That's the one that destroys wind. Aza the Earth Charmer, we've got a few Earths.
So yeah, basically this deck cannot touch us.
No, the Liner deck can't touch us. I don't think any of them can.
I reckon if you could set your field up with, say, Pet Liger, Empress, and maybe if you get Augusta out as well. Now
Can't be destroyed,
unless they've
can't be targeted.
unless they're playing a deck where their monsters can beat over you, which obviously they'll have to beat over Liger King. But then also if they attack into Liger King, if you got Onslaught in the field, they're gonna get banished. So yeah, this guy's literally got no out.
Goldmaster, base and attack. I think we banished the Secret Arts.
I just yeah,
I don't know why we did all that.
but I'm pretty sure he scoops.
Banish. Special summon.
And then that's about to get banished.
Piercing damage. Banish. At least you can't bring it back anymore.
And then he scoops, I believe.
Does he take it or does he scoop?
No, I
No,
think
you
he
get
takes it. I think he takes it.
Get another War Chief. fusion summon into Augusta.
Yeah, so if you have just have these two in the field, and obviously, if you can keep your pet lager, it's actually a good field.
Special summon Queen. Recycle Secret Arts. Special summon. Search for coal.
And there you go. Yeah, obviously, like this deck isn't good if it gets negated, but um, if you don't get negated, and you can set up your play with it, like there's literally nothing they can do.
You don't really want to get Maxied either. Or Impermed, really any negation. Spy is a free special summon. Then you can use Spiritualist. We've come across a lot of Ice Shade players. This is a good hand. I wish we didn't draw the second village, but whatever. Spiritualist, Spire, Holly. Coal for Warchief. Warchief special summon. Search for
Onslaught,
Onslaught. We didn't need a search for village because we already got that.
and now we can make a double attack. No, that's Augusta.
The double attack is from one of the spells, it's only on monsters. Why do we not? Ah, and he chucks our fusion back, which isn't great. Oh, banish. Since an Amazoness got destroyed, village activates. Search for princess, which is queen on the field. We're still in a good spot even though we don't have our fusion. Swordmaster. Warchief searches for Hull. Recycle. That negates and destroys. Unfortunate, but whatever. Banish. Didn't really care about our life points at this second. We just wanted to get rid of his field. He's got nothing in his hand, so we'd rather take the risk. And we've got Hull to gain some life points if he doesn't one shot kill us. Get Swordmaster back. He scoops here.
So which one was
One
that
more. Don't know. Try the bottom one there.
I think it was this one. So I think it was this one.
It's a different deck to play. There's not really one set path to go. You're just really aiming for Empress or Augusta on first turn. That's really all you're hoping for. Onslaught, we've got Hot Spring, Secret Arts, Fuse, Pet Liger, since we don't have a queen. Not a bad hand. This deck,
This is.
I think this is like random normal monsters thrown together or something. Golden Whip. It destroys his Piercing Darkness, but Stardust negates and destroys that. Whatever. Hot Spring. Warchief. Can't go wrong with Warchief. We don't need Spiritualist since we've already got Polymerization. Speak of the devil. War Chief searches for nothing because it gets negated. Hot Spring is negated now as well. Secret Arts. Banish for extra deck. I think we go for Augusta here, yep. Search for Princess, gets Village. Since we already have Hot Spring and Onslaught. Stardust negates and destroys, sure, why not? But can't be destroyed.
And that's game.
Yeah, hey, the boys. We'll show them more. Six turns.
Yes, it's a good overall deck for events.
Probably only going to use it for events. Wish we didn't draw two Princess, but whatever. It is what it is. Gotta deal with what you've got. Having Baby Tiger is nice for filling up the field with replayability. Didn't really get any. We searched for pull with War Chief. Search for Secret Arts. Funny enough, he's playing Amazonas too. Pot of Duality. Probably should have summoned in Princess first. Whatever. We go. Princess. Amazonas Cole. Swordmaster. Princess puts Baby Tiger in the grave to activate, to special summon, and he uses Network Track. Oh, okay.
Yeah, not really a good hand, but still make it work.
He goes into Sprite Elf. Regardless of how the field looks right now, we're still in a good spot. If I gets destroyed, we can add something from the grave. We chose War Chief. Pot of Duality, two dead cards because we're special summoning all the time. Search for Village. Baby Tiger effect activates to special summon. Amazonas Call to get Queen. Secret Arts. Empress. Yep. Amazonas Call on the wrong monster, I think. This is where we learned that the attack only works on monsters. And he scoops. One more, or that it?
Oh, we'll show you guys the rest of these videos.
Only two more. This isn't a bad hand either. don't know what this dude was doing. I don't know what he was.
Flandrees, and then he scoops.
I had him.
So that guys is how you don't do anything and still win. Nah, no idea what that guy was doing, but
Whatever. It is what it is. So we've got Polly. We've got. What do we search here? Coal, right? Yeah, we should have searched for something else. This is what's the Infernoids. This is when we were first starting to learn Amazoness, to be honest. Since he was playing a lot of back row, we went for Whipmaster. Colbo. Village. Whipmaster. War Chief for Princess, yeah? Nope, Hot Spring. Okay, fair enough. Good hefty damage there. 38. Here he uses Monster Gate. I think he goes through like his whole half of his deck. For one, Lava Golem. Cold Buy. Another spell. Oh, we found one. Imperm. He's got no cards in his hand.
then he scoops.
Nope. He can keep going. He banishes Imperm apparently. Okay.
I'm assuming that's going to negate.
You believe so? Yep. And banishes apparently. Uh. Trigger attack. Don't understand what he was playing right there with that attack, but whatever. Got Baby Tiger. That's two special summons right there. Secret Arts. We're still learning the deck at this point. I think this was one of our first few games. Plus the Dragon Roller. Liger. Baby Tiger resummons himself.
And this is
Well,
pretty much game.
Yep. Here's a combo with Pet Liger's Destruction Effect. Banish. Gain life points. And that's game. It's a fun little event deck this is.
Yeah, so I'll go through the cards. So you got one tiger, baby tiger, three spiritualists, one spy, three princess, one tiger, one sage, three war chief, two queen, one sword master, one whip master, two poly, one reinforcement of the army, of one pot of extravagance, obviously one pot of P, three village, three Amazonas call, obviously only two call by, two secret arts, three imperm, three onslaught, one hall, and one hot spring, two pet lager, three empress, three pet lager king, two Augusta, and
The
the,
rest is whatever.
these are just for obviously pot of E and pot of P. That's really it, guys. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed the video. Um, and we'll see you in the next one.
Later, guys. Take care.